What's going on, guys? Gonna go over my top six MLB plays for today. I usually do three, but there's so much value on the board today. Absolutely loving it. I have six picks that I'm gonna give you guys, and I actually personally did this. I recommend you guys do it as well. Six picks have the best odds of any amount of any parlay on Prize Picks or Underdog, but Prize Picks 5 and 6 picks are the best way to go undoubtedly, just mathematically. So definitely recommend either picking your favorite five out of these six or just putting all six of these in a six pick and trying for the 25x. I personally played a ton of slips today. I have like 8 6 picks out, like four 2 picks out. And then even more on underdog, chalkboard, sleeper, that kind of stuff. So definitely looking forward to today. Hopefully we can hit a 25x. If you're in the free Discord, you'll see if we end up hitting it. If not, go ahead and join the free Discord. It is free. And if you are interested in VIP, I still have the money back guarantee going on. So sign up, $20 a month. You lose on the first day, open a support ticket. I'll refund you your $20 to whatever payment method you used on Patreon, and we'll continue going from there. Just click the Patreon link in the pinned comment or in the description. And let's get into today's video really quickly. If you are new to Prize Picks, Underdog, any of the apps, use code TTL. $100 deposit match up to $100, up to $250 over on Underdog, and you get a free month of VIP for each one you sign up to. But that's all I had to really say. Um, let's go ahead and get into today's pick. So our first pick of the day is going to be Kyle Gibson over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts versus the Cubs. This game starts at 2:20 p.m., so still 7-8 hours to get this in. Loving this pick today. It is a popular pick. 3.7K people, actually 3.8K now, have taken this prop. So I'm loving this. Kyle Gibson over 4.5 pitcher strikeouts. And let's head on over to Outlier, who is our partner for this video. Use my link for a free week on Outlier. But we're going to head over to Outlier. We're going to search him up, Kyle Gibson, and let's take a look at his stats. So the over 4.5 strikeouts. Over his last 10 games, he's went over this in 7 out of 10. So loving to see that. In 2024, he's gone over this in 11 of 20 games, 55%. And in away games, he's gone over this in 8 of 10 games this season. He's went over this in 8 games on the road in a row. With an average of 6.5 strikeouts, a median of 6.5 strikeouts. Loving this play today. On average, he's going 6 innings pitched per game. And we can see the Cubs batting versus right-handed pitchers are 21st out of 30th. So they're a bottom 10 team with a 23.8% strikeout rate as well. So I'm loving this matchup. Let's lock it in, guys. Kyle Gibson over 4.5 strikeouts. And then let's head on to our second play of the day. I'm going to go pretty quickly just because I have 6 today. But it's going to be Bryson Stot under 1.5 HRR. So under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. This is versus the Mariners. And let's go ahead and take a look at his stats for today. This one does not start until around 9:40 p.m., 9:30 p.m. So you have 14, 15 hours to get this one in. But let's take a look. Bryson Stot, apply. Under 1.5 hits, runs, RBI, 2024. This season, Bryson Stott has went under 1.5 HRR in 54% of games, 55 of 101. And in away games, he's gone under in 57% of games, 25 of 44. He's also gone under in 5 out of 5 in his last 5, and in 9 out of 10 of his last 10 away games. So I'm loving this today. The outlier insights for this, he has failed to exceed this in 7 straight games on the road with a .4 average. So loving to see that. Now he does have a little bit more of a batting average versus right-handed pitchers, but it's a very minuscule, very slight difference from a .248 batting average to a .253. I don't think that's going to matter. He's versus Miller, who is pretty good as a pitcher as well. Bryce Miller's been doing pretty good this season. So I like this matchup for him. I like him to go under. And let's go on to the third pick of today. So our third pick of the day is going to be Marcus Simeon over 7 hitter fantasy scores. So I'm loving this play today as well. These fantasy score plays have been sticking out to me quite a bit recently. I think I do have a few. I think I have 3 or 4 fantasy plays today for you guys. But these fantasy plays, these fantasy point plays have been sticking out to me a lot more lately. We've been crushing them. Let's do it. Let's crush them again today. But Marcus Simeon over 7 fantasy points versus Boston. This one starts at 7 p.m. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So Simeon, man, I remember when I used to play on FanDuel and on DraftKings, dude. Simeon was the best for fantasy points. I used to love playing him, man. Let's go ahead and take a look. So over his last 5 games, 2 out of 5, he's pushed in 1. Over his last 10, 6 out of 10, he's pushed in 1. So it's 7 out of 10 on average, on in total. In 2024, it looks terrible. 39% of games, 42 of 108. But this later half, since this July started, he's been absolutely crushing it. We can see as well in the head-to-head matchup, 4 of 7 with 4 straight games versus Boston. He's gone over. Just yesterday, he got 16 fantasy points versus Boston. And when we take a look at home games, that bumps up from a 39% to a 43%. And over his last 5, he's cashed in all 5 at home games over his last 5. And he's cashed in 7 out of 10 games at home over his last 10. So I'm loving this. The head-to-head matchup, 4 for 4 versus sound like Wendy's, man. 4 for 4 versus Boston, going over the fantasy scores at home. So I'm loving this today. He's exceeded this in 5 straight games at home, as I mentioned, with 13.2 fantasy score per game on average. So I'm loving it. Let's lock it in and let's move on to our 4th pick of the day, which is going to be Josh Naylor over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. This one is actually a popular play today with 4.5 thousand people taking this play. He's versus the Orioles. I like this matchup, and let's take a look at why I'm liking this. So Josh Naylor, play fantasy over 6.5 fantasy. 2024, 48%. So 48 of 101 games. And look at the recency bias as well. Last 5 games, 4 out of 5. Last 10, 5 out of 10. Head-to-head matchup, 55%, 6 of 11. He has done it twice in a row this season, just yesterday and 2 days ago. 16, then 17. Today he's getting 18. That just makes sense, right? At home, 48% as well. It stays the same. Last 5 at home, 3 of 5. Last 10, 3 of 10. Head-to-head matchup, 4 of 6 in the head-to-head matchup at home. So loving this again. 16 2 days ago, 17 yesterday. I like our odds today as well. And we can see he's exceeded this in 5 of his last 6 games. 12.7 fantasy score per game on average. So I like Josh Naylor tonight. Let's lock it in. And let's go on to our 5th play of the day, which is going to be Aaron Judge. Now, you can take Aaron Judge fantasy, or I do prefer his hits, runs, and RBIs just a little bit more, because Judge is the type of player, he could easily hit a home run today. That's just how Judge is. But 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 1.1 thousand people have taken this so far. Again, you can take fantasy score as well. I think if he cashes one, he's going to cash the other, though. But 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs is what I'm personally taking. He's versus Toronto. And let's take a look at this play. So we can take a look over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Over his last 5 games, he's gone over in 4 out of 5. Last 10, 7 out of 10. In 2024, he's gone over this in 50% of games, just dead down in the middle, 50%, 54 of 109 games. At home, 50% as well, 25 of 50, so dead on in the middle right there. He's versus Berrios today, so I like this matchup. Berrios gives up a ton of hits, gives up a ton of runs. And again, we can take a look at home, last 5, 3 of 5, 5 out of 10 of his last 10. And head-to-head overall is a 52%, 12 of 23. And we can take a look at this head-to-head. Since June 28th, he's gone 4 games in a row in this matchup, going over this number with 8 on the 28th, 3 on the 29th, 5 on the 30th, and then just yesterday, he got 5 hits, runs, RBI again yesterday. So I'm loving this. He's exceeded this in 6 of his last 7 games. His batting average goes from a .316 to a .325 versus right-handed pitchers, with 99 hits, 70 runs, and 77 RBI over 367 plate appearances. So I'm loving this, especially versus Berrios. Let's lock it in. And let's go on to our sixth play of the day, our last play of the day. And that's going to be Juan Soto over 8-hitter fantasy score. So I'm loving this play as well. He's for the Yankees. He's on the same team as Judge. So love that there as well, because obviously if Judge does well, Soto's going to do well, you know. Like typically, you know, like fantasy wise, you know, because if Soto's on base and he gets the run, that's more. If Soto gives Judge the run and like run gives him the RBI, like gets the RBI there, that's more for Judge. So they do correlate really well together as well. And there's not a single correlation like minus on our props either. So our sixth pick is still going to pay 25x. It's not messing with that. But this is another popular play as well. 2,000 people have taken this so far. Again, it's Berrios pitching on the other end, so I do like these Yankees batters. And let's take a look at the stats on why I'm liking this one. So over his last 5, 3 out of 5. Last 10, 6 out of 10. 2024, 51% of the games he's cashed. 55 of 107 games. And then we can do 24-48 at home, 50% at home. And he's cashed in 4 out of his last 5. Some of these games, 37 fantasy. That's crazy. The head-to-head matchup at home, he's hit 3 straight times at home, twice in April and then 1 yesterday. So loving that. And he's exceeded this in 6 of his last 7 games at home with a 17.1 fantasy score on average, as we can see right here. So I'm loving this. I'm loving the matchup versus Berrios. And let's lock it in, guys. Juan Soto over 8 fantasy score. So those are my 6 picks for the day. Make a 6 pick with it. Let's cash out. Let's hit the 25x. And I'll make a deal with you guys right now. We hit the 6 pick. Join VIP. $20 a month. There's no complaining there, right? And like I said, we do have the money back guarantee going on. So if you want our other six picks that we played today, and our other 2 picks, and our 4 picks, our 5 picks, go ahead and join VIP. You have the money back guarantee. So if you lose money today, you'll get your $20 refunded anyway. So it's like a win-win situation right there. Definitely recommend it. You'll keep your VIP access for a month, even if you get refunded. So take advantage of it. Go ahead and join, guys. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. There is a free section to the Discord as well, where I'm posting free props every single day. Take advantage of that as well. But I'll see you guys in the Discord. Hit that thumbs up button on this video. Leave a comment down below if you're going to tell any of these, if you have any questions about any of these, or if you have any questions about any of your personal plays. But thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.